Richard Parkyn was a champion Cornish wrestler. He was born at Parkyn's shop, which lies at three parish boundaries: St Columb Major, St Columb Minor and St Mawgan. There was a saying at the time that Parkyn was so great that all three parishes claimed him. He was also known as the Great Parkyn. Little is recorded about his life other than newspaper reports of his fights. Parkyn, a friend of the Cornish hero James Polkinghorne, died at Parkyn's shop, where he and his ancestors resided during 170 years on the 28th of May 1855, aged 81 years. Physique. According to the sporting magazine, his head a little bald on the crown, but otherwise well covered with fine bushy black hair, curling a little on his broad brawny shoulders, and his erect, honest, bold front and firm step were worth travelling 100 miles to behold. He stands 6 feet high, and weighs 232 pounds, although as lean as a post horse. Thomas King Chambers wrote of comparing him to a bronze statue of Hercules. The nearest approach to it which I have heard of, as attained by muscular development without awkward and inconvenient obesity, is in the instance of Parkyn's the famous Cornish wrestler, whose ordinary weight in his clothes was 16 stone, 11 pounds, his height being 6 feet. His physique was astounding if compared to a modern equivalent such as Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was 6 feet 2 inches and weighed 235 pounds. Famous bout with Jordan of Devon. Wrestling. Saltash Diversions, Cornwall, ended on Saturday, the 27th, where the amateurs of wrestling were highly gratified by seeing the two great Devonshire players, Jordan and Wadling, play against two Cornish men, Parkyn and Jolly, who came from St Columb purposely to play with them, in consequence of its being erroneously inserted in some of the newspapers that Jordan alone threw at Torpoint Fair. 15 of the best players in Cornwall. We understand these two great champions of Devonshire were both put on the backs in less than 2 minutes by Parkyn and Jolly, who were declared, without the least dispute, to be the victors, and had the first and second prizes given them, and Cowling, another Cornish player, won the third prize. The Cornish gentleman offered on the ground to get 10 Cornish men who should play against the same number of Devonshire men for any sum, from £100 to £1,000.